Hi, this is Yolanda Van Veen, and in this segment we're going to talk about how to prune lavender. My lavender bush is one of the highlights of my garden. The butterflies just love it, and I love the fragrance. But I have found over the years that it's very important to prune your lavender, because if you just leave it wild, it will grow very lanky. And then in the end, you'll just have a lot of wood and very few flowers. So by starting with a young plant and pruning it every year, in the end, you'll get lots more flowers for many more years. And my rule of thumb is if it's an old established lavender that's been there for 50 years and it's all wood and just a few flowers, you can try trimming it back or pruning it back, but you're really never going to get a lot of flowers because they only live for a certain amount of time. And so it's almost better just to dig it out and start with a new plant, because you can't really save really old plants. You're not going to get a lot of flowers. So when you have a young plant, the rule of thumb is to prune 1/3 of the plant down each year. And the best time to prune it is when it's done blooming in the middle of winter. So just by cutting all the branches down about 1/3 of the size, it'll fill it up. And then even on the side branches, if you just trim out about 1/3 of the branches just to the main trunk, you'll find that they will fill in and be much more lush the next year. And never trim it all the way to the ground or too far down into the wood. You only want to trim where there's new growth. You won't want to trim into the woody area of the stem, because really if you trim into that wood, it's pretty much just going to die right there. You only want to trim the new growth. And by just cutting out some of the Medusa type branches too and making it more of a ball, it will grow very full and circular the next year, and you'll get even more flowers on your lavender plant.